Hello, all my twinnies out there. I hope you're all well. And nearly Christmas, yay! So, guys, this is your energy update for the coming week now. So it will be from the 24th through to the 31st of December. So last week of the year, guys. Dun dun dun. Okay, first of all, I'm going to just talk to you guys about the specific energies of this week because it's been, actually, I'll tell you what happened basically, but you know, the start of this week, I sensed that for me, I could sense some things coming to the surface, you know, triggers and everything that I've needed to basically put into healing. And, you know, throughout the week, I get confirmation of the energies too, because I've said it, then it kind of happens, and then I get the confirmation from other light workers that this is also happening. And, you know, as a collective energy, I'm seeing it really in a mixture of people in my physical life anyway. You know, there's been family dramas, there's been arguments, there's been heightened emotions, there's been insecurities, there's been misunderstandings, and so this is all coming to a head basically, guys, because we really need to, it's almost as if it's like you need to address certain insecurities within, okay, because what happens as a human on a 3D level, we tell ourselves a story, right? And then we stick to that story. And it can be the most fictional thing that you've ever told yourself, right? But you've convinced yourself that this is true, right? And I'm talking about like insecurities, for example. So, you know, you create a lot of mind noise, okay? And with that mind noise, there is no room for clarity. You're not giving your soul any room to come in and say, guys, listen, you know, that's actually not true. Okay. So we're really having to learn to quieten our minds. Okay. And I am guilty of this too. You can ask all my friends around me. You know, sometimes I go into mind noise overload. Okay. And even though I know deep down that this is just absolute crap, and none of it is actually real and it is in my head, but sometimes I just don't see it, and you know, I need to really kind of go through the motions to then finally get my aha moment of why I've needed to experience situations that have made me feel insecure, because I need to see the areas that I need to work on, okay? And this is what has actually been happening this week. And we are really being pushed to, you know, the universe is saying, are you really ready for this next chapter? Or are you still keeping yourself trapped in this insecurity, in this fear? Because, you know, we may think that we're ready, but circumstances will happen and it will test you to see, okay, how are you going to handle this situation, right? And this happened to me only last night, okay? And, you know, I've been feeling quite good this week. Twin has come to see me. He did come on the 2112 gateway that I did sense was coming. He did surprise me. He has been amazing. And then last night, I decided to tell myself a story. I decided to get triggered, and it didn't matter what he was doing or saying. I felt so to that point of, I just wanted to run a mile and I wanted to put everything to an end, because I started to get the fear back in me and I started to assume his actions, right? And he wasn't actually doing what I was telling myself, but I picked it in a completely different way. I saw it differently because of my own insecurities. And this was something I have had to address in myself. And luckily, I instinctively, you know, this morning I woke up and I had to sit myself down and I'm venting and venting and venting over and over and over in my head, and I had to sit myself down and I had to tell myself to stop it. I had to tell myself to stop repeating the same patterns. Because instinctively, when I'd get like this before in the past, I would just explode and I would come out with rubbish, and that would be that. And then it would create a big separation and a big divide and all the rest of it, you know, and that would be that. And I thought, no, I've got to change here. I've got to stop. I've got to assess. I've got to really see what on earth is going on with me and really address it. You know, and some people are saying, what actually happened? I was there, nothing happened. I went, yeah, it did, no. But nothing did. You know, it was an energy that I'm picking up. And then instinctively, because I'm also picking up on Twin's energy today, he was upset with me, which I carried all day today, and I could sense it. I knew it wasn't all of mine. And then finally, we've spoken, and it was a complete misunderstanding. And he was being exactly how I wanted him to be, but I couldn't see it because of my insecurities. And then he's then getting insecure around me, and we're mirroring the insecurities of each other, which is ridiculous. But luckily, I have sat myself down today and said, stop repeating the same patterns. And luckily, I didn't do what I normally would have done. I changed that. And we spoke then in truth to say about the insecurities and our mind noise. And then we've laughed about it. So, you know, this is all kind of happening, and I feel this is very important to say to everyone out there, because I'm seeing it a lot in people. Okay, the feminines are feeling very drab. They're kind of up, down, up, down, up, down. And, you know, it's really about kind of clearing out this. You know, it's the last sort of remnants, if you like, of this year, because things are changing, things are evolving, the patterns are changing, but we've just literally got to acknowledge these certain patterns that we really do need to let go of, okay? So it was very important for me this week. I was learning lessons too, okay? So now that I've understood it, I can come to you guys with this update, because I was really battling with myself, because I was still trying to figure everything out. And then, you know, now I've come into this realisation, I feel good now to come to you guys and say, right, now I understand what on earth is going on, okay? So, so the reading for this week, guys, I've got to say as well, just before I get to the cards, that I'm not really getting much downloads at this moment. I've had a few vivid dreams, but it's been more about what's going on with my life in particular and my family, so I'm not really feeling that it's collective information, but I feel like I'm not being given much for a reason at this time. So I feel it's just like they're kind of just leaving it a minute, because we're having to figure stuff out and preparing us for the next load that's coming in, all right? So, you know, I already instinctively know that next year there is going to be a lot of changes anyway. So I think just because it's the tail end of this year, that's probably why I'm just sort of having to suss it out on my own at the minute with the lessons, okay? So anyway, so this is what jumps out for the Divine Feminines, guys. So we've got the Eight of Swords. Now, this makes complete and utter sense, because this is about being trapped in fear, and we're keeping ourselves chained to these negative thoughts, right? And basically, we're keeping ourselves blinded by what the reality of the situation is, which is exactly what I said, okay? It's exactly what I just said to you guys. So this is why we are feeling what we're feeling, okay? And, you know, like I said, just take time out, do what I do, you know, don't react how you normally would do, and kind of assess the situation. Because I had to come to that point of assessing and understanding and getting better in myself before I could communicate with Twin in a better way, okay? So, you know, this is really just seeing the reality of the situation and seeing what is your insecurities and your triggers, and working on them to basically get out of it, okay? Because you are capable of getting out of these triggers, okay? And what we've got coming in is news, okay? We've got news coming to us, and this news coming is, normally it's quite a fast-paced sort of news that comes in. It's normally associated with an action, okay? And, you know, it's 1 minute you receive something and then you've got to act immediately. It's like that. But the Page of Swords is, you know, in blue. He comes in blue, and this is all about the throat chakra, and this is all about the communication, okay? So you are getting news, you are getting that communication, and it is about clear and precise and honest communication as well, okay? And we have the Seven of Swords. Now the Seven of Swords I do read differently to, I do believe, other readers that I've seen before. But this Seven of Swords for me represents perseverance and determination paying off, okay? We are persevering forward in our thoughts. You know, we're like, no, I'm going to persevere, I'm determined, and I'm going to make it. The door's wide open for him to walk through, see, into the green grass. And he's got what he needs. He's got what he needs, okay? So the door is open. Keep persevering and be determined to get through, you know, these last little niggles and whatever doubts that you have, okay? To keep persevering and stay determined to get to your end goal, okay? And for the Divine Masculines, do you know what makes me laugh is that, you know, I see the different energies. I mean, last week we're really mirroring, which actually has happened for last week, this week's energy. And this week, you know, it's the Divine Feminines here that seem to need to do the work more than what the Masculines do, okay? So Divine Masculines, this is the Ace of Cups. So this is really them stepping into that new emotional beginning. These are all new emotions coming into their hearts, into their lives. You know, new love. They're feeling this new love, new emotion, okay? So, you know, they are really sort of stepping into more the feeling, and the feminines are going more into their heads. So, you know, I think the masculines are leading the way a little bit for us this next week, guys. But there they are, this new emotional beginnings right here, okay? New love. And another ace right underneath, which is amazing. And it's the Ace of Pentacles. So this is all new, practical beginnings in their lives. You know, everything that they've aspired to achieve, new work, new material, new love, new everything, they're ready to start now. They've got it coming, and this is completely new beginnings. You know, this is the yes card. Yes, you've got it, okay? So they are starting new practical lives too, all right? And they've got the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is about speaking truth. It's the air, it's the swords, and it's really standing and in the truth, in the heart, in the communication, being honest, being open. And it's about equilibrium, the King of Swords, you know, it's about balance as well. So they are balancing their emotional sides and their practical lives as well, you know, they're learning to balance it. So, you know, they're being more, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think, but they're just kind of mastering really how to balance everything in their lives. That's what it's coming to. And being in justice, you know, standing in justice, putting things right. And they're ready to start their new lives, okay? And with that, these two cards jumped out, and this is the Page of Cups and the Six of Cups. So, Page of Cups is this invitation of love. There it is, coming in. Ready to walk in with their cup of love. And this is the reunion, okay? This is Six of Cups, and this is all about the reunion. getting together, happy time, lovely fun times, nostalgia, love, conversations, banter, you know, and it's all there, and it's literally full of love. It really is. And the masculines really are full of love. It's us feminines that are making it harder. The divine feminines are making it harder than what it actually is. The reality is not what you think. Trust me, I'm on this journey too. I know, I get it. I completely get it, guys. You know, who said this twin flame journey's easy, eh? But I tell you what, it can be if we just stop with the mind noise. In all honesty, you know, if we tell ourselves it's going to be hard, then it'll be hard. But if we tell ourselves, stop, actually, you know, stop making it harder than what it is, then really this journey is just beautiful. You know, it brings us a lot to ourselves, and thank goodness for twins. Thank goodness that we mirror our insecurities, because then we can finally sort them out. So thank twins for these things, you know? Thank your twin for that. Right, anyway, so we have the woman, the boat, and the heart. So woman always represents for me the divine feminine, as you know. And there is the boat again. So the boat and the woman, I do believe, have come out last week as well. And this is, you know, your ship's cargo is coming in. Your treasures are coming in. Things are now starting to move. There's lots of movement around your life. And it's bringing in this love. There it is, the heart. So it really is beautiful, guys. It really is beautiful. And, you know, it could also be within this context that the divine feminines are going to be journeying to see their love too, okay? Or their love is journeying to them to see them. Either way, all right? And we have the snake, the child, and the dog. So the snake always represents for me, you know, being cautious, okay? Be cautious, you know, don't reveal everything to everyone. Silence is silver, but speech is golden, okay? But there are new beginnings starting here, okay? You've got new chapters starting. The child represents new chapters and new beginnings, and a friend is going to be applicable around you as well. So, you know, there are new beginnings within a friendship here, but maybe just hold a bit of caution too, all right? Maybe don't reveal everything either, okay? Just hold some things to yourself. And we also have the scythe, the house, and the man. So the man and woman came out last week too, I think, didn't they? So the scythe represents changes, okay? Sharp breaks and changes. Things are severing. And, you know, depending on surrounding cards, you can either be negative or positive. But because it's next to the home, this merely suggests changes within your home, okay? It could be surprises coming in as well. Things that you weren't expecting coming into your home. And the divine masculine too. So it could be that the masculine is coming into your home, or you're going to see the masculine in his home. But either case, these changes are just merely changes and things that you weren't expecting with regards to the masculine within the home. Okay? And then coming down, you know, because the feminine is the first card here, with the snake and the scythe, it really is just about, you know, keeping things to yourself, not overly revealing everything to everyone, okay? And changes are happening around this situation too. And also you have got, you know, the divine masculine and the friend and the love here. This is really about the friendship, the love between you both, okay? And you have got new beginnings between you here too, and new beginnings within love, which is the Ace of Cups. Okay, so there are going to be changes to situations, and you are starting this new chapter because it's come up both ways here too. Okay, so, you know, all in all, guys, not actually bad at all, to be fair. It's just, you know, sort of getting through the last remnants of these issues and triggers and stuff, and just persevere and carry on doing your work, you know, and that's it, guys. So Next week, I will not be doing any personal readings at all, okay? I'm taking a week off from work. I won't be here anyway. I'll be on holidays with my family for Christmas. So I will come back next weekend, so I will do the energy update the following weekend anyway, as normal. But if you guys do want to book in any personal readings with me, it will be booked in for the week after now. So basically in the new year is when I'll start doing the personal journey readings, okay? So thank you to all of those who have reached out to me this last week as well, coming to me and choosing me to do your readings for you. I'm truly grateful, and I'm truly grateful for your feedback, for confiding in me, for trusting me, for your love, for your support, for your kindness, for your friendship, for everything. I'm so truly grateful, and I'm wishing you all a very, very Merry Christmas, and I will be back just before the new year anyway, so I won't wish you a happy new year because I'll see you before that. All right guys, have a lovely time. I love you all, and thank you all so much for watching. Mwah. Until next time, bye bye.